Hello everyone, my name is Faith Mutegi and this is my platform, Parenting Conundrums. We need to deal with a certain conundrum that has been thrown our way in the last 1 week or so, but it has been building up to it, and that's the education crisis. Not really education crisis, it's so what next? What are we supposed to do with our children for the next 6 months? Where we're excluding, they're not going back to school, there are no scheduled holiday events, because even as the churches have been allowed to have their congregants back, the children are not being allowed back. So basically Monday to Sunday, children are being confined to their houses, and regardless of what class they were in, they have been told there's no school until January 2020. So you need a plan. But what kind of plan? What do you do with your children for 6 months? What? And that's what I've been thinking about. I've been asked about. Like, hey, Faith, any ideas? And I took time to reflect on that, because basically this is uncharted waters. I don't want to put it on such a hopeless situation. No, I'm hoping that's not the kind of vibe. I don't want that to be the vibe in this channel, but I just want to empathize with you as a parent, as a guardian who has 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, multiple children in different classes, those who are anticipating to be candidates. You are planning from when they hit class 6, you are class 7, they themselves were prepared, they stuck, they did what they needed to do. But right now they have been told, it has been announced that they will have to repeat classes. As of now, that is the kind of information that we are working with, that whichever class you are supposed to be in this year, you will be in that same class next year. So what does that make? How does that, how have your children handled that information? Leave aside you have either gone who mayo or hey keke, all those things. Whether you have done your part, but do you know what your children, how they have reacted to that news? Okay, yes, there's that part of no school. Okay, just go with me, but pretending yes. There's that child who is like, yes, no school, and for them, the next time you're telling them they need to do homework or they need to do online studies or whatever it is concerning school, they'll be like, lakini shule si tutaanzia nini next year Monday. There's a kid who will be as sassy as that. There's someone else who's like, so I put in all this work for what? For what? So your children may become apathetic. They look at anything to do with studies right now with a negative light, and I'm asking you to allow them to do so. Please don't throw stones. You put yourself in the same shoes as they are. If you are to prepare for studies, then you're told the whole school calendar is gone. Why would you have psych for school? So children, parents are in a state of anger. Everybody is processing different emotions. People want their school fees back. That school fees may have been spent. Will you take your child back to that very school, or will you even just decide, I'll teach them at home? So even the 2021 program, game plan, we don't know how it's going to shape up. But today's video, if you just put all that aside, I need us to take care of our children non-academically. I don't know whether this will rub you off the wrong way, but right now is not the time to focus so much on the studies for the next coming days, for a month into this. You have 6 months with them. Yes, things may change as you go. But with the game plan that you're working with right now, look at it as, the best way I could look at it was this gap year where you're finished high school, many in the States, and then you want to figure things out, and it's non-academic in nature. This is the season to go all non-academic. Yes, please have routine. Please have a timetable. There's a child who thrives on studies. But right now we're in a crisis. And we need to build the resilience in our children. We as adults can pull through this. But when a child's life has no direction, like right now, school, events, everything, going to the mall, that was their life. For you, you get out of work, out of your house, tell them goodbye, go get groceries, get to work and the rest. But that child has been confined to that area. And even they may not want to go out because wearing masks. There's a kid who mentioned, one of my sister's friends' child mentioned that, let me not escort you out because I want to breathe. And when I put my mask on, I'm not breathing. So what do you do with children now that academics are not in the picture? Thankfully, your kids are alive. So I want us to build the resilience in our children. You have been focusing on academics. The online thing has been, Makofina, give yourself a big hug. You have done good. You have done what could be done. But now is the time to teach your child life skills. Now is the time to hone in on their talents. Now is the time to form that community around your child that is going to help them with social skills. Now is the time for you not to be, sasa kwa nini hausomi? In the child's mind, there's no resolve for me to read right now because January will come and I'll be repeating exactly what I have been reading these 6 months. And if your child shows you some ATT, okay, you will tone it down, but just realize that there's a lot of pent-up frustration in everyone around you, especially the candidates. Because they had an exit. There was an exit somewhere, and that exit has just been extended by a further 12 months. With this now, 18. So what next? Shule zimefungwa. So what next? All those months since school has been shut down, since March. I remember the first time they declared Corona, I believe it should be March 13th. Ever since your child came home, they have been with you. What have you observed as their strong suit or strong point? What is their talent? Hone in on that. Sahi, just look at it that we are in Talent Academy. This is a season for talents. This is where you feed your child's creative spirit to the point where they wake up in the morning that despite not going to school, despite not having any children's events, despite being confined in the house, they can still look forward to a project. And yes, it may involve online training, whatever it is, but please look at your child. What have they been thriving at? Weka mafuta hapo. Ongeza, like just psych them up on that. Singing, dancing, chef, crafting, whatever it is, just pump up the volume on that. Then life skills. The news has been filled with girls being paraded. I don't like that video where they just show, yes, they don't show their face, but they're just showing bellies. The president has talked about it. Chiefs have been put on notice and all that. Can you teach your child the value of their body? Look at the previous videos on sex education, on comprehensive health. Whatever it is, teach your child that, by the way, right now is not the time to, yes, your body is changing, but you need to value yourself. So life skills, how do they become assertive? How do they communicate without being rude or angry or whatever it is? How do they manage their emotions? So for me, the first point of, so what next? Hone in on your child's talents and pump up the volume on life skills. There's someone somewhere who is going to look at your child and wonder, how can I derail them? But if the child knows that there's a guardrail, that I can put a break here, it is much better than them being clueless about what is happening. So find out this technology, find out what are they doing. How can you use technology? How can you use whatever it is? So talents and life skills, that is my answer, my first answer to do during this period. The second one is build the community around your child. Yes, children are being told not to play too much, but there are children who are not going anywhere. If you can form your own villages, this is the time to go to use support, because if you don't, my dear parent, my dear mother, father, whoever it is, you will break. You need to get social support. And it's not a weak thing. It's not showing weakness. This is a time when, by the way, Sasa, so-and-so knows how to bake. Can your child go there and be taught how to bake? If you don't know how to bake, that doesn't mean your child doesn't want the same. So, can you form a village? It takes a village to rise. Yes, you engage communities and the rest, but form a village around your child. Your child needs social connection. You are getting your own social connection. Whether it's WhatsApp or whether you're able to go mpaka 7:30 koji, the restaurants are open and everything. How is your child getting social connection? And you don't want the negative one, but form the village. So who is around you and how can you work with them for the benefit of the children in your care? Number 3, talk to your children. Can they share their frustrations? I'm not telling you that all of them have to come to a counselor like me. Yes, we are available. We are there. There are helplines that they're up and running. But can you please talk to your child? You're not the only one who is stressed. Oh dear. That child had plans. Whether they seem like plans to you or not. But it's a human being who craves connection. School played its part. Events played its part. But now we are being stuck. As a child, they're stuck. Bila mpango. Please have a family meeting. Talk. By the way, now that this is happening, what do you think we can do? How do we work together? Because it is not you becoming the commander-in-chief for life. In this case, everybody needs to play their part. And you cannot play your part if you do not know what your people are going through. So there's a child who is frustrated. There's a child who is confused. Okay, so what does this mean? So can you talk to your children? Have family meetings and say that, by the way, in the coming week, let's do this. And then as we go on, we shall tweak a few things and make sense of the coming days. Good? Talk to your kid. You don't know everything. And they need someone to listen to them. Good? Higher. Check your emotions when you're watching the news. Check your emotions when you're talking about things. Check your behavior. Because, yes, it is confusing, but children need stability. They need to know that at least there's something that is going to be, there's something holding against the storm. So as you're watching the news, as you're looking through your WhatsApp status, as you're talking on phone with your colleagues, check your emotions. Check your language. Because as of now, you are officially the main blueprint that your child is picking up from on how to survive excuse me, not corona, but how to survive this issue. So check how you react to situations, especially in front of your child. So this hot and heavy topic has to come to an end. Oh, kweka alama ya dukuduku. But I'm hoping, 1, talent and life skills. 2, create your village. 3, listen to your child's voice. Let them talk to you. Number 4, check yourself before you wreck yourself and your kids. Emotional intelligence. Good? So, I'm hoping with those few tips, it will help you navigate through this process. And please remember, I am here for you. Throw your questions my way. If I don't have the answer, nitatafuta. I will try to make sense. Okay? So, what is your strategy? Strategy. Welcome to, yes, my, my mother tongue influence. What is your strategy moving forward? Let me know. I could help. Or get somebody else who could help. Because you're in this together. If not, we'll all sink. Good? Yes. So, take care. See you soon. Please consider subscribing to my channel. And we'll be discussing this over and over and getting by the best way we can. Thank you so much and God bless.